everyone. Welcome back to Facebook Live.
Yeah, okay. And so today it's just not Stephanie and I. We have an exciting guest with us.
Yep, I'm Josh from the USA Writing Center, and I am here to tell everybody about the Writing Center services.
And obviously a natural.
Yeah, you just jumped right
I
in.
know, talk show natural right there. Okay, since he went ahead.
Well, in that case, I'm going to step out.
Yeah, right.
No, ma'am. You are
I've
in
been on
this.
Letterman a few times.
You were in this forever. No. Forever. It's a little creepy. Okay. So we should probably say who we are, just in case we have any new viewers, which we already have 3, so this is a good trend.
4.
It's you.
Oh,
It's all you,
Yep,
apparently.
that's it.
Maybe you
Yep,
should just join us every
You
week.
just ticked up to 4 viewers.
good.
All right.
Don't let the fame go to your head.
Sorry, we have 4 viewers. Don't let the fame go to your head. I'll go ahead and start, yeah? Okay. So I'm Beth Shepherd, and I am the Arts and Humanities Librarian here at the Marx Library at the University of South Alabama.
And I'm Stephanie Ebersard. I'm the Social Sciences Librarian here at the Marx Library.
Yeah.
And this, of course, is
Josh Jones, and I am the coordinator at the USA Writing Center.
Not to be confused with Joshua Jones.
Yes, the coordinator on the football team. Evidently, I don't know
Not
what
to be
his role
confused.
is, but
Thesis statement and running backs. 2 totally different things.
Exactly.
Okay, so make sure we get this
we
is the
will
thesis
help
statement
football
guy.
players, so come see us. You know,
Thesis statement guy, X is a no guy, different
Very
guy.
true.
All right. So today we thought we would kind of talk about, it's getting to be that kind of time in the semester, I think, when students are starting to kind of feel the crunch of papers. At least I know I'm seeing like 47 research consultations. I think probably Stephanie is too. So it's kind of starting to feel the crunch of papers. And so we thought we would invite a guest speaker on to kind of talk about some of the support services on campus. Besides us, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, I've been sending a lot of people to you guys because they're starting their research and they're starting to develop paper topics, and I'm like, go see the library. They're here.
We
for
do
you
the same
guys,
thing. We send people to you guys all the time. I'm like, oh no, that's not me. That's the writing
We
center.
even got some of those little cards that you guys made, which have your details on them, which
Stephanie
are really
made
helpful.
those.
I love those. Yeah, so I snagged a few and mixed them around the writing center. So we definitely. We love sending students to the library, but we also love seeing students. So at the Writing Center, we have 2 locations. One is right here in the library, room 206. So literally like that way, if you could, we could turn the camera and you could see through walls.
On the old side, to the south side of the library.
Yes, so not all the windows, okay? I say it's like almost above the circulation desk, okay? We offer not as many appointments there. It tends to book up as fast, okay? So if you want a library appointment, book those early. Same with other appointments. It's always good to book in advance, especially as we're getting towards the end of the semester, okay? My wife doesn't count.
It's okay, I'll let my
That is
mom watch
awesome.
it. It's fine.
That's awesome.
So you're saying, so you guys have 2 satellites. So you've got the satellite here and then the main one.
And the main location, that's it. And
Okay.
we have e-tutoring, okay? So e-tutoring I recommend for upper level courses, but anybody can make an appointment, okay? And we are happy to help anyone with e-tutoring. I think it's good to be in the latter stages of your paper or whatever it is that you're working on with e-tutoring, because I don't know, I think it's just a little bit easy. I think face-to-face is really good for brainstorming and kind of starting a paper, okay? So e-tutoring works on an 1 to 2 hour basis, okay? So if it's over 10 to 12 pages, you might want to make a 2 hour appointment. They book up really fast too, okay? So what you do, you upload the document and we give it a review, okay?
Hold on, I'm still struggling with a 2 hour appointment.
Well, it was like a 25-page research paper. We saw a honors thesis.
Yeah,
the
I
other
mean, I
day.
get it, but like,
I know.
woo!
And one thing about that, though, is it's not just about editing. So you're not just going to upload the document or come into the Writing Center to get your paper edited. We want to help you improve your writing overall. Okay, so it's not just as, hey, we'll tell you, you need a comma there, you need a semicolon there, and then not offer any explanation.
Okay,
that is
so
teaching service.
let's back up. What is the Writing Center?
That's a good, sort of that way. Okay.
Remember, people may not know.
True. So at the Writing Center, we do writing tutoring.
So
Okay,
who is we
have 20 consultants.
Okay.
A mixture of graduate and senior undergraduate students.
So people who generally have an idea of what they're doing.
Absolutely, they've
Okay.
taken a lot of these courses.
Awesome.
Okay, and they're also they're trained across disciplines. So we don't just have English majors. Okay, we're not just English
Good to
students.
know.
Yeah. So
Okay.
we have a math major, for example.
So it can help you with the proof paper.
Yeah, something
Whatever
like that.
History and math classes.
Yeah, for sure.
statistics,
Okay, so not just a bunch of Shakespeare papers.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. So in fact, most of our consultants are, I'd say, most of our students that make appointments are probably nursing students now.
Okay.
We help a lot of nursing students because we're really well trained in APA, organization, and some of the technical writing that nurses deal with. So.
Okay, so you got 20 of you guys, a roundabout.
Yeah, roundabout.
And it is not a first come, first serve walk-in thing, right? It is an appointment thing.
Very true.
So how do students go about making an appointment?
So
like
as I was
logistics?
saying, we have that other location, the Academic Services Center. That's our main location. You can always walk in, okay? Academic Services Center is next to the tennis courts by the Mitchell Center, okay? It's room 1390. You can always just waltz in, make an appointment. Easiest way to do it, though, is to go to our website, and it's southalabama.edu/writing, and you simply make an account if you don't already have one, and register, and then you'll open it up. You'll see our scheduling software, and it's pretty intuitive. You know, it has all the blocks that are open will be marked in white, and you can just pick an appointment and select kind of what it is that you need help with, okay? And just let us know. You'll give a little box. There'll be a little comment box, and you can kind of tell us your concerns. Let us know the course you're in and the professor, but we don't, we wouldn't consult back and forth with the professor. We'll just give you a confirmation sheet.
Right, it's confidential, right?
Completely
so your
confidential.
professor only finds
Good
out
point.
Unless you want
unless
them to know.
you
That's
Exactly.
a really good
out.
point.
Yeah.
And even
Okay.
if you let them know, we're not going to give any data to them, information. It's a safe place to come in and edit, to start your paper. When you come to the writing center, you don't even have to have the paper started. You can just have the prompt and some questions, And,
Okay, so we will put the link to their webpage in our comments for you guys.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, so what happens when a student shows up for an appointment?
Okay, so we'll just verify that you've got the appointment. Oh, and what I was saying, we do take walk-ins, but, it's only if we have the availability.
So what he's saying is, from now to the end of the semester, make an appointment.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
'Cause they're getting crunchy too. Like they're getting full.
Yeah, we were almost booked up till Friday for this week.
Yeah,
So it's crazy. And occasionally we can move stuff around. We'll meet with students anytime. But still, if it's really busy, we won't be able to handle it. So definitely our calendar goes all the way to the end of the semester. So you can always book.
Okay, I'm gonna ask an interrupt question before we get to what happens.
Yep.
General hours.
Okay.
Because y'all are not 24/7.
Definitely not. So, so
Just like librarians, they don't live here.
Yep, at the library location, Monday through Friday, 10 to 6.
Okay.
Main location, 9 to 5.
Okay.
And then on Fridays, we close at 4.
Okay, so keep that in mind, guys. So they're not here on the weekends, okay?
Absolutely. E-tutoring can kind of help make up for that because those hours you don't have to be finished with or you don't even have to be available for the e-tutoring, okay? So it's you upload the document, we review it, we get it back to you. I have a lot of nursing students that submit it and they're at work while their appointment's going on.
Or they're maybe distance learning or whatever.
For sure, yeah. Most of them are not even in the mobile area, So, but yeah, so a session. Basically, you come in, we'll introduce you to the consultant, and that session, that 30 minutes or an hour, is whatever you want it to be. Essentially, okay. It is
Yahtzee.
Yeah, it is
Not Yahtzee.
It is not Yahtzee, but it is focused on the project that you're working on. Okay, so what we usually do, say you hand us your essay, you're welcome to print it out at the writing center. That's always an option, and we'll review it, and then we'll talk, one-on-one, give you some feedback. If if we have any questions or whatever, we'll look it up with you. Okay, we'll if we have a citation question, we'll grab the MLA handbook and we'll find the answer. We have a grammar book. I think it's a really good. It's a learning process, and it's full of back and forth.
So do I have to have a draft to come to make an appointment?
No.
Okay.
No. So obviously.
I knew the answer to that.
Yeah. But it would help. It would help. But also, don't feel like you have to have it finished. A lot of times when I was in 101 and 102, I would get a prompt.
Working draft.
And just kind of like figuring out where to start, maybe getting that thesis developed was, because I think sometimes when you get the intro and the thesis down, the rest of the paper will fall together.
Or just understanding what an assignment is asking for.
Right.
Yeah, and
is
you guys are
original
experts
analysis?
at kind of figuring out what does this mean? What is this prompt asking the student to do?
For sure.
Yeah,
We
okay.
try to be, and we try to keep track of all the prompts, like usually if there's one going around, a professor will email it to us, we'll keep it on file, we'll put it on the table so students kind of see that, hey, we've got it there. We've read that one before. And, as a matter of fact, one of our consultants may have taken that professor for English 102, 101 years ago.
Right, okay,
months
or
ago.
that history math class or whatever.
Exactly,
Right,
for sure.
okay.
I always love seeing students that have professors that I've taken, because it's a good way to connect and talk about that. And so, yeah, and we'll help you look up sources. I usually try to always give a shout out to you guys, show them the course guides, which are awesome. Literally, I don't know what I do without the library course guides. If you don't know, go check them out. Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
We help business students a lot. Okay,
No,
so
Yeah, that's not
business library over there.
yeah, they've got a great course guide as well, and I think it takes a lot of
Amia.
ones. Yep, she's awesome. So we've got I'm trying to think of what else.
Okay, so what you do, what do you not do?
So we would not write the paper for you.
Well,
we would.
You'd be surprised. Are you for real?
Well, what I mean is like.
So you're not going to sit down and be like, let's craft a sentence together.
Well, I offer suggestions and maybe like if there are variation, if some sentences choppy.
That's a clever turn of phrase.
Yeah, we can work together on it for sure. I think it's a collaborative experience. It's very like I said, it's just a lot of back and forth. Okay, so we're definitely not going to just edit. Okay, any kind of
Can we like underscore that?
Yeah, definitely not edit. So we any kind of
so they can't like drop their papers off and you edit and they come back and just
exactly
it's ready to be fixed.
Right. That would you wouldn't improve.
There's not a learning process happening there.
That's what that it is complete. It's tutoring. It's meant to be something that can improve your papers. Everything you do in college is writing. I mean, like from English 101 all the way to upper level nursing courses, all writing, and so we want you guys to be confident with that because we all have the tools to do it. It's just practice and, it just takes a lot of time and work. And I think
I think students for some reason get the idea. I mean, I think, so we were talking about this before we sat down today. All three of us have worked in the Writing Center at some point in our academic career. And so we kind of remember kind of what students asked for. And we get to proofread your paper. Will you proofread my paper? And so I think kind of what Josh is saying is we're not going to proofread your paper for comma splices, right?
Absolutely. Or they'll just say, I want help with grammar.
Yeah.
Sometimes it may be more than that. It may be the organization, I mean, it may be
higher order concern versus a lower order.
They're going to help you fix the big problems before they start fixing your comma.
Yeah, you really don't want to worry about a comma if you're if you don't have a thesis.
Your paper
your commas are killing it.
But your paper means nothing.
But you got a whole bunch of weird things happening here.
I would hate for a student to walk out with the best grammar ever and then not even have answered the assignment.
Not really sure your sentences make sense together, but they're grammatically correct. So
it's rhetorical analysis, a big thing we see. So it's often like summary versus analysis. So we'll look at that.
Oh my God,
so it's
for sure.
Don't worry less about what the author's saying, but how they're saying it. And I think trying to teach different study skills and ways to improve in the future. So if they come an hour before the papers due, I would maybe give them strategies such as booking in advance. See, having those, we have, but no, what I mean,
showing up before an hour.
What I mean, though, so you can book the appointments in advance, though. See, so that's a good deadline for you before your paper. So,
okay.
Say
so,
your paper's
setting
due,
little deadlines for yourself.
Yeah, so if it's due March 30th, if you have a Writing Center appointment for March 25th, which you can easily do, you don't have to be finished to make it, then that encourages you to have something.
That's pretty smart.
That's a good idea.
So I think that
I do it with food, but they could do it with Writing Center.
Exactly.
I reward myself. I'm like, hey, you wrote 3 pages, snack time. You're rewarding people
motivation.
with I don't know, a help, an assistance.
Exactly.
Okay, I guess that's better than snacks, probably.
And you may it's very true.
Better for the weight.
But snacks, we need that encouragement though. I think so.
Yeah.
But, our consultants literally, we have a staff bio page on our website, and that's really cool. So you can see kind of what our consultants are, what area of study they're in, what they're personally interested in. I think that's neat, to kind of, see who you might want to work with.
Oh, so could a student request a consultant?
For sure.
Is that weird?
No, not at all. If you've worked with somebody and you guys had a good rapport, I think why not?
Like a therapist.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Well, and I think a session is there's a lot of counseling. There's a lot of talking that goes back and forth. I think it's more than.
Yeah, librarians feel the same way.
Yeah,
it's librarianship, but it's also a little counseling.
When you've got a day before that paper's due and you're stressed out,
we'd be thrilled if you had a day.
Rather than
20 minutes,
45 minutes, like I had at the reference desk not that long ago.
Oh my God, for real.
We're there to, you can cry on our shoulder.
Yeah.
So
they're better probably about listening to crying than I am.
But
suck it up, Buttercup. You got 45 minutes to write this paper.
She's actually really nice.
That's true.
She pretends not to be, but
Not really.
You got to get it together. It's almost due.
Slap, slap. No, we really won't talk to you.
No.
We
got
won't shake you
handouts,
either.
that's a
too,
huge
that are
HR
really
violation.
awesome.
Yeah, we wouldn't
Yeah.
do that.
We
But we will tell you to get
We
together.
got handouts, sample papers.
We got handouts.
Yeah, those, I mean, those can
Oh,
make
so
a
you have sample
difference.
papers.
Sample papers
Mhm.
from like Purdue Owl or UNC has a great writing center. We'll scour the web to kind of find the best. We have our own that we
I was
develop.
gonna say, like, do you have your own,
Oh,
like,
for
from?
sure.
Okay, that's really
For
cool.
sure, yeah.
Kind of like a bank.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
exactly.
very cool.
And so we have these racks that you can just walk up to anytime and grab a sample paper. It's free. It's helpful.
That's a good point. All of this is free.
Yeah,
I was going to ask that.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a good
sometimes
question.
students ask how much does it cost?
Yeah. That's right.
You already paid for it.
Exactly.
Don't worry, you
Covered.
already paid for it.
We have all these resources at our fingertips.
Yeah,
and
it's awesome.
It's these databases. I mean, if we had to pay for these on our own, we'd never be able to afford it.
No,
Same with tutoring. I mean, it's
Right.
high.
seriously, yeah, it's like $50. I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know what
On
tutoring goes
that
for
recent
anymore.
site, and it was like
I mean,
35.
Stephanie, you probably know,
That's
right?
it.
It's pricey, whatever it
yeah,
is, guys. It's a lot of lattes.
For a highly qualified tutor.
Such a
For what you're getting at the writing center and at the
right,
library,
highly trained,
$100
highly
an hour.
props
You
for
know,
sure. Lots,
easy.
like I said, lots of lattes.
Lots
Lots of lattes.
Yeah.
It's for sure.
Okay, so we talked a little bit about my question. I always like to pose this to people. So we asked Debbie, our LL coordinator, like, what, maybe not the pet peeve, but like, what could you wish you could tell students, like, don't do this thing when dealing with the writing center,
Or make sure you do.
or make sure you do
Yes.
this.
Um,
Like Debbie's was, make sure you don't wait till the last minute, and yours
For
might be
sure.
similar.
Yeah, I would say definitely like book those appointments in advance. Also make sure you're selecting the time that I think you need. Like if you've got a 20-page paper or something that you maybe has some issues. Book for an hour or call us. We can even make it 2 hours if it's like a final project. I think that's good. When finding sources, search through the library. I think that's a great place to start. Use OneSearch to start. Go there
Mhm.
instead of Google first. I think a lot of times citing is a problem with students when you don't have an author or a
Oh
year
my
or something
God.
like that. Like having those good
Talk to me about
sources
it.
will make it so much easier. I think that's a big thing. Also knowing whether e-tutoring or face-to-face is, works for you. I would think if I'm in like English 101 or 102, I think coming in and just having that resource that you can actually sit down and talk to someone, I think that's really helpful. Not to disparage e-tutoring, it's great. I just think it's better for the upper
Maybe
level.
for a more proficient writer. a
Yeah,
little bit.
or
Okay.
if you're on that final draft and you just kind of need an extra pair of eyes to
Right.
make sure you're in the right
Right.
right space. And bring the prompt and the assignment.
Yeah.
That helps a
Oh,
lot.
that's a really good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems kind of obvious, but a lot of
Did
times
you
we
hear that?
don't think about it.
Prompt.
We're just thinking about getting there and getting our paper printed and having you guys review it. But sometimes we try to keep them, of course, like we try to have them on file, but there's so many classes at Sal, there's so
Right.
many professors, assignments change week to week. It's hard to keep track. And so if I can just have a few minutes at the beginning of each session to read over what the teacher needs.
Right.
Sometimes
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
weird
Makes the
assignment,
difference.
so.
Well,
Yeah.
sometimes I think, like we talked a little bit about earlier, students have a hard time deciphering
Right.
what some of this stuff means, and if you leave out a crucial part,
Right.
it's a pretty
exactly.
crucial part, right? So
And
bring the
you
prompt.
can't know that unless you've got the assignment
Right.
in front of you. Yeah.
Exactly. And sometimes they'll have so many steps that they'll hit the first 2, but maybe not those last 3 that were really critical too, and so I think that helps a lot for sure. So that would probably be the biggest thing. Bring the prompt, schedule in advance. If you can't make it too, it's not a big deal. We can literally reschedule anytime. So I tell students, can't make it, give us a heads up. That way we can use that time for maybe a walk-in that came in.
Yeah, be
So,
cool. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
So how many appointments can students make?
Um,
Like, could they come in every day?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I think one
Really?
day. I think at least 3 times a week.
We're gonna get
Okay.
called.
Right. I'm just kidding. At least 3 times a week, though, because I have
Okay.
a student that comes in Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and he gets a session in, and he has 3 different classes. And so on Monday it's for X class, and then on Wednesday it's for the next class. And so I think that I definitely we want it to be a service that's helpful for the individual. So whatever I think works for you. Now you could make multiple ones in one day for sure. So
Right. I mean, we don't.
if you came in at 9, you wouldn't want to come in at noon and then 5. But most students, I think they, once writing sometimes is often, it's good to collaborate, but it's also, they get the tools and then they go start writing it.
Well, you hope so.
Yeah, exactly. We have computers. Feel free to print it there. And we'll show you. We like to. I think we're big on showing you some of the things. So we're not just going to tell you, but I'd show you or look up some of the sources with you guys, kind of show you how to do certain things. We look up a grammar rule, show the examples in practice, why we're saying certain things.
Oh, there's a really nice comment here that says, no bad writers, no bad questions, no reason to be nervous about setting appointments.
No.
Is
that no reason?
No reason.
Exactly, for sure.
Yeah, it's like a judgment. Y'all are like the Planet Fitness of writing.
Yes.
The judgment-free zone.
That is
all
so
kinds
true.
of people, all kinds of writers make appointments, and not just students, right?
Very true. We help some faculty, some alumni that are applying for that job and have to write that resume, okay? Or
y'all do cover letters for graduate and medical. Okay, that stuff is hard to do.
You graduate and then now you're applying to grad school and you've got to write that cover letter. Definitely, I don't care how proficient you are. You
want another set of eyes. Yeah, for sure.
It's so important.
It's also so difficult to write because you're like, it's all about me. I mean, unless you're me and then you're like, can't wait to write it by yourself.
We also have on campus career services. That's a great resource for resume.
Yeah.
Resume help. They definitely, Adam Barnes over there, he's a great guy.
Dropping names.
Really good with, he helps me with my resume. I'm telling you, I needed it. So he's really good. We help with CVs. So don't feel like you even have to be enrolled in a course to get help, that you could have just finished and, like I said, you need to do that.
So you guys see everything from like freshman composition 101 to PhDs getting that dissertation done.
Absolutely.
So
we help a lot of dissertations.
Yeah.
Students working on their dissertation for sure.
Actually, Josh has been working with me and Frank on a paper that we're writing.
Today, yes.
Yeah.
And it's looking really good.
So and obviously Stephanie's a great writer. So it's not bad writing.
Exactly.
Going to the writing center is not.
No, it doesn't mean you're a bad writer.
Right.
It's just a way to get, like you said, have another set of eyes look at it, and everyone can benefit from that.
Exactly. I mean, it's probably a good sign. I think the key to being a good writer.
Better students take advantage of these resources.
Yes, exactly. Even if you just missed a comma or word may not have caught, you could have put 2 words in a row or something like that. Just small things. APA percent signs.
Everything
like
can be better.
Exactly. Why not?
For the percent sign.
I know that these little
you
rules
that
that
in
you
our
forget.
paper, yeah.
That's why I'm on my mind right now.
Okay, so as the APA hater.
I've come to love it instead of.
Oh my God! Leave. Get out.
But I think we should really emphasize how good the Writing Center is at helping with citation.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of weird style you're doing.
Because I feel like students feel like they are like the weirdest, most difficult things to do, right?
I had a YouTube video yesterday that we needed citing. Okay, it was a documentary, and so we had to figure out, do we cite the documentary itself and find that data, or do we just cite the YouTube user that uploaded it?
Ask these guys.
They know.
We will hunt down the answer and get it at least as close as we can. Okay, we're not just going to say, hey, check this resource for APA help. We individually go through each reference. Yeah.
So people can actually bring their paper to you and say, help me make sure everything's cited right.
Exactly. They could be like, hey, I'm good on the content. Just check out these citations.
That's nice. I may do that with you guys.
Right. Because as
an MLA lover, sometimes APA makes me sad.
That's my problem. That's why
I'm so ingrained with MLA is like my head, and then to switch over to APA, I'm like, what? Doesn't make any sense. Who cares about the date?
I could do MLA in my sleep, I think.
No, me too. Yeah.
It's funny, once you get submersed in APA, it feels so weird
to
go back to MLA. It's so hard.
I'm starting to like APA more.
Oh my God,
and
both of y'all.
Chicago style too.
Okay, this is my piece.
History students, we are all,
and that stuff gets fun because when you start throwing footnotes in, people start losing their minds.
Right, you get.
Look, we have
lose their minds. When people are like notes and bibliography, people are like, wait a minute, there's two things.
Yeah.
I know.
So I'm like, yes,
Chicago.
Get excited,
extra fun.
Because you have those short notes. Yeah.
Double the flavor, double the fun. Yeah.
And then you hear Turabian style, and it's like,
that's a baby version of Chicago. People are like, wait.
I know. I don't even refer to it anymore. I'm just like, let's check out this 1,000-page Chicago style.
Yeah,
book,
Chicago would beat you over the head with it. It's like an 18th edition or some shenanigans like that.
I know, really. It's like every year.
And that's another thing too, is you guys keep abreast of like the changes.
Yeah.
Because citation styles change.
They've
make
always got the
changes.
newest
Yeah.
manuals
Right,
and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, we do too. We have the newest
Exactly,
manuals, but
yeah.
they stay on top of it.
Right. You guys had it a little bit before us, I think,
Woo!
because I
You're
came
welcome.
seeing you for that. But yeah, we usually try to get it ordered ASAP. Okay, as soon as we can get it, we'll get it.
When Life finally decides they're going to release
we
like a
don't-
way to sign a tweet like
I know.
17 years late.
Right. You know, and if we don't have it, we can look it up online. You know, also we have, you know, we've helped so many different papers. We've seen a lot of variations. So sometimes I can pull up, you know, previous work that I did and be like, okay, for this one I did this, you know, and I try to make notes of some of these ones that we, you know, that we see. We're always adding handouts. We're always developing new tools. Like we have teams now that are working on different outreach programs. You know, we've had a booth in the student center. We have a Snapchat now, so check us out on there.
What? Snapchat?
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, it's pretty
We
popular.
need a Snapchat. I know.
Yeah, we've got
Another
we've got a
show.
video series going on right now that covers different writing tips.
It's strange and funny.
Yeah, we've got a YouTube page. It was strange. And funny. We got a YouTube page, which
It's on a page. It's a channel. It's a YouTube channel.
yes, channel. That's exactly what I meant. What is a YouTube channel?
Ooh.
A YouTube website.
this
We've got a
coming from
YouTube
his face
website,
page over
right?
there.
We're
What
on
up, my
page
face
now.
face?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got.
I think we have a MySpace too. so
No, you
that-
don't. You better not. You're like a
Just
sparkly
kidding.
rainbow emoji, like.
We do have a
Journal.
Tumblr blog. We do blogs on Tumblr. That's a new
You
thing.
guys
Yeah.
are like. It's actually Tumblr's not new, by the way.
Well, I don't
Just
know.
it may be new to you.
Yeah.
They have pretty
It
active
seems
social
pretty
media.
exciting.
Yeah, their social media
We do.
sounds awesome.
And we try to make it informative as well. So it's, you know,
It's not just fun.
Yeah, it's not just fun, but it's a lot of fun too.
They've got young people to run it though. Like we've got.
Stephanie, you are a young person.
Trendy.
I'm
Yeah.
not young like some of the consultants young.
Yeah,
Well, you're young. You're young
Some
at
of them are
heart.
like 23.
You're young at heart,
I know, that's true,
Stephanie.
that's true.
Okay.
it's true.
All right, guys.
Only as good
So
as we feel.
on that note, we're running up on like a good long 30 minutes.
Yeah, we've gone over our usual 25.
Because
so-
we're just so chatty Cathy about the writing center. Okay, so
Appreciate you having us.
last remarks.
Well, just
no pressure.
go ahead and make that appointment. Make yourself an account. You don't even have to. You can make an account now and just get in our system. So that way, the day comes when you need it, you're ready to go. And
That's
then
a good, that's
Mhm.
good
yeah,
advice.
always call us on the phone if you have any questions, concerns. We are happy to talk to anybody. We're happy to set the appointment on the phone. You don't even ever have to go online to our website. We could do it over the phone. But I suggest you check it out. We've got resources on there. We've got how-to videos, and I think you know, a lot of good stuff that you know may not have known we had. We just recently updated it, so we made it a little bit more user friendly,
Robust.
robust. Yeah, I like that word.
Yeah, so we'll drop all that like websitey stuff in the comments like we usually do, so you guys can check it out from there. Okay.
Thanks for having us. We sure
Well,
appreciate it.
thanks
We'll
for
have to see
coming.
you at
Yeah.
the Writing Center. Yeah.
Okay. So normal ending bit.
Okay, so
Stephanie's like, hold on.
while our social media might not be quite as robust and
It's
exciting
amazing.
as the writing centers, we are on Instagram as Marx.Library. We are on YouTube as Marx Library Live. We are on Facebook right
now.
here, so go ahead and like us. And what's the other one? Twitter. We are on Twitter as USA_library, and that one always makes me sad to say
Because we didn't have a
we
name,
didn't have a name.
but now we do. Okay, so do we know what's coming up next week? Because that's the week before spring break,
Week
right?
before, we talked about doing a day in the life of the librarian, but that's awfully close to Librarians Gone Mild. So.
I'm really looking forward to Librarians Gone Mild during
Yeah.
spring break. So, well, how about forthcoming?
It'll be a surprise for you and for us.
So if you guys have suggestions for stuff we can cover,
yeah, there's
please
something
let
you
us
want
know.
to know. Yeah.
Yeah, because we're running up on like the kind of end of semester crunch time
Yeah.
stuff. So if there's something you guys want us to cover again that we may have covered in the past or dig deeper into something, let us know.
Yep. Just share it in the comments.
Yeah.
Send us a message.
All right.
Check out the writing center.
Yeah.
We'd
Yes.
love to see you for real. Come see us. And Josh.
Oh my god, that was so like we would love to see you.
We would. I mean, it's true.
All right,
And they're
guys.
all like Josh. They're all super nice.
We have some good people there.
Unlike
for sure.
some of us.
Just like the library.
All right, guys. Well, we good?
I think we're
We're
good.
All right.
Yeah.
So
All right.
signing
All right.
off until next Tuesday at 2:00.
All right. See you next week.
Bye, guys.